Hey again, let's get started and we try to implement our reservation ticket system. So let we just design or think about the design layout, how it will be. If you think about this is your layouts. This is just basic layout for reservation. There is label asking user for enter his name. He entered his name in the entry. And there is label ask him to select his gender. Maybe he is selection, male or female. So make sure here is selection. Then he adds some comments if he need with long text. Then there is button here for submission. For sure there is another form for the like system manager to see list of reservation and the details. But let me first start working with this part. So to get started, I will go and create a new folder and I will name it reservation project. Okay, make everything here, and here I will create a new Python file. I will name it main page or control. You could name it. Should be control because should be this page does control everything. So we say hey from tk enter import start, and then say hey from tk enter import whatever ttk. We need to now from tk enter from tk enter we need to import the messaging. Is that right? Message box. Yes, this is all what we need. Now we need the root, so I say hey I have a root, I call tk. Then when we done, for sure root dot main loop. Okay, that's great. So let me think about the layout design here. If you just try to think about this design, think about it first as grid. So you have row here, and you have second row here, and you have fourth row here, and here is column. We could say this one take 2 column, so this is second. So this one take 2 column, row span, and that one column. So this is basically how we design the layout. So we have labels. So 0 0 we have a label. So let me say ttk dot label. I need to add label, and the label I will add it in the roots, and I will give this label like title. I will name it. I will give it text. Okay, give it full name. Ask someone to enter his full name. Okay, this one should be a grid. And which location? You could give it the row number and column number. So say hey I need to be add row 0 and column number 0. So yes, this one is first one, this label 0 0. I have more than one label, so I have this second label for gender. So let me just copy these things and I will go on details. So this one should be ask the user to enter his gender, should be here, should be still on row number 1 but still in column number 0. Then here ask a user enter comments. So going here ask him to add comments. Okay, should be in row number 2 and column number 0. This is just basically. So let me go now for this one, which is entry. But here I need to read the name. See here I didn't sign it to anything. I didn't say full name or call this because I don't need to access to the value and the full name. Just set it. But now I need the data that entered. That's mean ish. That's mean entry full name. I need this one. Oh cool. ttk dot entry, and I will say hey this entry should be added in the root, and I don't have any text to show inside it, just I need to add this entry in the root, and that's all what I have it. I don't think I have something more to add. You could define something like width, like hey I need the width for this one should be, for example, hey I need it to be 30, I need the font whatever. You could give it like root and font. You could give it more like about font. You say hey I need the font to be Arial, whatever. Let me just give it a font to to make it nicer. So hey, I need the font should be Arial with this one. I don't have any enter here, but I need this one to set it in the grid. I say, hey, this one should be in the grid, should be in row number 0 in column. Okay, column, hopefully I write the column correctly. In column number 1, but I have, if you see, I have call span, like I'm taking 2 columns. So you just say this one, hey, this one should be call span. Say, hey, call, hopefully span, hopefully I write it correctly. I'm not sure if I wrote call span correctly, but not in this way, should be written in this way. Call long span in this way, equal to, that's mean, hey, this one have 2 column, say COLUMN, then span. That's mean, hey, I'm taking 2 column. So now that's good. Now continue. I need to work more with the selection button. That's mean I need a radio button. So because I need to get the gender, so I have to have something named span gender. Should be, you could give it a little bit of space, so make it work. Span gender. Okay, cool. I would say, hey, this is string value. Let me suppose by default this one is set to male. Dot set male, just by default. Then I need to add the ttk dot radio button. I need to add it to the root, and also I say, hey, the text here I need to add male, and connect to variable var iabl variable call. He's connected with this variable, and yeah, the value that I wanted to select, if he selects this one, he select male, and make sure to say, hey, this one should be located in the grid in the location of 1 column number 1 row number 1. So I just copy this one. I could copy this one. I say this one located in the grid row number 1 column number 1. This is for male, so make sure var iabl, yes, that's correct. Same thing I do it for the second one. I say, hey, this is female, and female hey, hopefully I write the correct spelling. Female, okay, here you go. Then the value should be female, and should be in the row number 2 column number 1. Then continue. I have the label here. I need this one. This one is not entry. This one should be some little thing like bigger than entry, should be text. So if I need something bigger than entry, I need to use a text. So to add text is just another field, just saying, hey, like comment, say, you could write in this way, text comment call text. The text is not part of from tk enter. You just write text. You don't have to need ttk.text, just text, because this is not part of from tk enter. So I say, hey, I need to use text, and this text I will give it a properties. So you say, hey, this one should located in the root, still everything in the root, and you could define the width for it. So let me suppose the width equal same width of this one, 30, so they could have same width. But let me suppose the height equal, we give it height for number of row, number of columns, as we allow them to go down. So let me say, hey, the height's 14. Yes, you could give it more than, like, hey, I need the font. You should just add the font like Arial, whatever. Everything good. Only we have one thing missing, the button. So you could add the button. You say, hey, ttk dot button. Then we add this button in the root, and this button you could give it text submit. Give it text submit. Then I need to add it in the grid. You know, you could design which row. and which column. I would say, hey, I need to add this one in the row number 0, 1, 2, 3, in row number 3, and in column number 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3, 3. Then yeah, should be now should be everything cool. Yes, and I don't have any problem. Hopefully now when I run it, I would not get into any problem. But oops, see, I see this error. So that's mean here I have width should be small, and also this one I didn't decide when it should go. So if I have say dot grid and I have give it the row. So let me suppose it goes to the, if this one going to the row 2, and this one should go to the, still though, this one to go to the row 2, what? One still wrong. Yeah, this one go to the row 3, and going to column number 1 should be column span for 2, because I need to take 2 column. So yes, I just add the correct place. Make sure this one just get moved to the radio button, so I just could recognize every item I have it. So this one should go to, as I told you, row 3, column number 1, column span 2, and this label should also row number 3, column number 0. This should be for column number 3, hopefully. Now if I just run it, I know it's too much, but yeah, that is not good because this one is too much. So let's suppose it said 40, we say hey 20, so make it more clear. Design layout good. Yeah, I see it good now. So good. If you want the male female should appear in one line, you say hey, they should appear both of them in row number 1, but this one in the second column. So if you just rerun it, just redesign, may think nicer. So yes, someone he want to reserve, he enter his name, he select his male or female, he adds some comments, he click submit, the thing should goes. Here we done, and see you next video.